All right, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, how are we doing? All right, guys, can you all hear me? Can you hear me? All right, how are we doing? All right, guys, we're going to be starting pretty soon. As a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, I think the sooner we start, the better. I don't want to be waiting too long. So let's get to the main screen. Okay. Thank you for those of you that have done the sign up. Okay, thank you so much. All right, good. Let me just get my webcam. All right. Hold on. All right, still got a bit of time, so it's no problem. I'm trying to experiment different ways of lighting the camera so it looks better. So we'll see. So hold on. Right, if I just raise the display a little bit. I'm going to try and buy a new webcam. I think the bonus of buying a new webcam is that you don't have to fix the monitor in a certain position, and if you want to move the webcam, you don't have to move the screen all over the place. I just find it a lot easier to do. All right. Okay. I think we're pretty much ready to go. So please make sure you check your attendance using Google Classroom. So if we just take a look at the second display, don't worry about this this thing here. This is actually part of what we're going to be learning today. But thank you for those of you that have done your attendance. Okay, I'm going to take that off the screen in just a moment. All right. Yeah, look at this infinite void right there. Okay, let's go back to the second display. Let's go straight to the learning. All right. So this is what we're going to be doing. And this is something you might be familiar with. I need to take off the, hang on, that part about attendance. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. One really important announcement I'd like to make. So I would like everyone to just pay attention at this point. Actually, before I get started into the lesson, I just want to bring something up. So I'm going to mute both of the displays. Those of you that are interested, this is a message from the Campus Media team. If you are interested in joining Campus Media, please check your school email. There is an email from Campus Media at elearn.ltpss.hk, if you are from S1, S2, or S3, and you would like to join Campus Media, so photography, videography, all that stuff, please go and sign up. There should be a Google form or something in the email, so please check. Again, this is a message from the Campus Media team. Not necessarily from me, but from the Campus Media team. If you are interested in getting onto the team, please message. Okay, so thank you so much. Right. Okay, now, give me just a moment. There's something I need to do. Hold on just a moment. All right, so check your email, please. Make sure you check your attendance. And Campus Media team recruitment, please. Just have a look. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, without further ado, we'll make a start. So let's go to the second display, actually. So the 7-segment display. We're going to open up this PowerPoint, this Google slide. This is something that you may have seen at home. You may have seen it outside. This is something that once you look at the device, in fact, I have a couple of them here. I don't know if you can see it, but let me just move out the way. This is a 7-segment display. Notice the front and notice the back. On the back, we have these pins. Okay. We have another type of 7-segment display. This is actually 4 7-segment displays. And these are all Arduino components. We won't be focusing too much on this one. I think we need to focus on the basics, and we do that one. Okay? So, without further ado, let's get started. So, 7-segment display, and I'm going to take off the message about the Campus Media recruitment. I'll let you do that. So, let's start. Okay, so we're going to start the lesson. First and foremost, where have you seen these displays before? So where have you seen displays that look like this? Okay, we'll give you guys a couple of minutes just to mull it over, okay? Can I also remind you that any spamming or any abuse in the chat will result in you getting a timeout. So please, if you're tempted to do it, think twice. All right, minibus. Right, minibus. Where have you seen this on a minibus? The microwave. Yeah, microwave is good. Unfortunately, I can't take my webcam and show you. I mean, I've got a microwave. I haven't set up my phone, so I can't use it. But the clock, the minibus, microwave, the lift, different places you may have seen this. And the most distinctive feature about one of these displays is this. You immediately know what it is and what it's for. So let's have a look at some of the examples. So two examples you might be familiar with. So we have the alarm clock, a Philips alarm clock, and we have a calculator, a pocket calculator. I know a lot of the new calculators don't have this. The new calculators don't use the 7-segment display. They have a more complex way of representing the numbers because the technology is a lot better. But many years ago, this was a very simple way of displaying information. And you can show every number, exactly what Sam, you just said. Caius mentions about speed counter. Yes, that's correct. Clocks, the speed indicator on the minibus. Yes, in Hong Kong, we have minibuses. And just so the bus doesn't go too fast, you can see the number. That's a very good answer, so well done. Well done to those of you that came up with that answer. Okay, now, let's This is an Arduino 7-segment display. It's a special type of display. You can see all the dots. If you take a look, oh, that wasn't good. You can see all the dots in the middle. So it indicates separation between the the hours and the hours and the minutes. That's kind of what it is. Okay, let's keep moving because I want us to get through this. So, 7-segment display in a nutshell, it's a special device used for showcasing and representing numbers. So it shouldn't be too difficult to explain, but this is what it is and this is how it works. Okay, you can represent all the numbers, 1 all the way to 0. You can represent other types of numbers and maybe some other letters. Numbers is a lot easier. Decimal points, we'll get to that in just a moment. So thank you so much for bringing that up. Now let's move forward. You can see these. When we talk about 7-segment display, we are talking about one single device that can represent many numbers, but only one number at any time. So this one has 4 7-segment displays, and this one has 3, and this one has multiple. Okay, here are your essential questions. Let's take a look. So, your essential questions. Your essential questions are as follows. If we can get to it. Why is it a 7-segment display? How do we create each number? So we're going to get very technical. And how do we create a series or sequence of numbers? What is a sequence? Ask yourself that. What is a sequence of numbers? All right, let me just, I need a bit of time to go through your comments. All right, hold on. Right, hold on, we're having some problems. Just wait a moment. Okay. So, anyone would like to stab a guess at the answers for this one? So why is it a 7-segment display? Well, we have to code it. Yes, number 2. So how do we create each number? Yes, exactly. We do have to code it. And by the way, I'm going to take a break from my webcam. Okay, I'm just going to focus on the second display. I'm going to take the webcam off. Okay. So why is it a 7-segment display? Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Okay, let's not waste too much time. Let's go into the next slide. So the reason why it's 7-segment display, I don't know if you could see my mouse, right? The reason why it's 7-segment, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the main reason why we call it 7-segment display is because each display has 7 of these components, A to G. Now there is another component here, we'll get to that in just a moment, but let's move on to the next slide. And you can represent these numbers. There is an extra part here labeled DP, and this is if you want to showcase the decimal point. So if you have a number of 7-segment displays, you can create a decimal point, so it doesn't have to be a whole number. Okay? Right, so now let's move forward. I think we'll do a live demonstration about this. So this is a live demo, and for this live demo, if I can just bring back the main scene, we're going to use Tinkercad. All right? we're going to use Tinkercad. So there is the link down at the bottom. We're going to get out of this. You might notice that I've put this pinout diagram, and there's a reason why I've put that there, and I'll explain in a moment. So because of the fact that neither you nor I are going to be using any physical Arduino components, I need to show you how you can do it online using Tinkercad. So Tinkercad is good if you don't have the Arduino pieces in your hand. Okay? Oh, hey, Meet, are you using your dad's account? Or you're using a different account? Okay. Yeah, as QQ was saying, you mentioned about changing the segment to high or low. Right? Low means off and high means on. Tinkercad is for 3D printing, but you can also use it for circuits and electronics. As a matter of fact, let me just show you how to get in. Alright, so this is Tinkercad. You can sign in with your school email address, and you can create these 3D drawings. Some people from my S3 class have done this before. You can also create circuits. Right? You can program circuits, you can create electronic devices, and you can also do 3D models, just like that. Okay, without further ado, I just want to get stuck into this. So, what we have here is an Arduino board, very similar to the ones we used at school. And yes, you can use it to test Arduino. You are correct, yes. Right here, we have our 7-segment display. And you'll notice that the 7-segment display is connected to a resistor. Do you know why we have this resistor? Those of you that have done the light bulbs, the LEDs with me, do you remember why we have this? Why do we have this, and what's it for? And also, in the meantime, we have connected the positive and the negative rail because we want to power this up. And the point I'm trying to make is, let's just go back to the slides. Okay, we'll just do it like this. So, let's say if I wanted to make the number 1. If I wanted to make the number 1, it's really simple, not too complicated. Just turn on segments B and C. So you want B to be on and C to be on. It's not that difficult, it's quite simple. Very, very simple. Okay, but in order to do that, when you're looking at this, you're like, okay, how do we power C and how do we power B? Well, how do you know which one is B and how do you know which one is C? All you have are these pins. Yeah, what Joshua was saying, the reason why we have this resistor is if we powered this up using 5 volts, right? Okay, the voltage, pushes the current, right? If we plug this in without limiting the current, this will explode. It will short circuit. So we need to, because otherwise, let me show you what happens. Just real quick. So if I plug this in, and let's say I put that in there, and I press start, it blows up. And it tells you why. It says 21.6 K amps, the maximum is 20 M amps. So it's, there you go. All right, so let's get out of this. Unfortunately, if I had more time, I'd do more, but time goes really fast. Okay, anyway, let's do this. So, if you want to know in Tinkercad what is B and what is C, if you zoom in, I don't know if you could see it, but it says B right there, and it says A, and this is F, and this is G, this is E, this is D, this is C, and this is DP, the decimal point. Okay? Now, over here you can see the pinout diagram. You can see this pin is B, and this pin is C. So we're being very technical right now. So we connect B to the positive rail, and we connect C, which is down here, to the positive rail as well. And if we want to plug this in, we press Start Simulation at the top. And now we get a number 1. Okay? And you can plug in the other segments to the positive rail, and you can make all different kinds of shapes and symbols and things like that. See? So It's just a matter of plugging the right part. See, now we've got the number 9. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward how you do it. Okay. If you had your own Arduino kit, you could do this. Now we've got the letter A. But if you wanted to do the letter B, I think you'd have to do a small b. So you'd have to make on, off, on, actually. Okay, that's generally how the 7-segment display works. You just have to provide current to certain segments and it will light up. Very simple, just like the LEDs that we've done in school. All right, now let's move forward just real quick. We want to, get through this. Well, the attendance is not too bad. Oh gosh, I'm losing the screens. Okay. All right, let's get back to this. So, if we turn on B and C, it makes the number 1. We turn on A to A all the way through to F, it makes the number 0. Again, very simple. How do we make a number 2 and number 4? I mean, we could spend time like doing this, or we can try it, but I don't think we're going to have time. Judging by the activity that we did, you should know how to make a 2 and you should know how to make a 4. Okay, no problem at all, no problem. Okay. So how do we make a 2 and how do we make a 4? We might as well do it now. So making a 2, how do we do it? Which segments do we have to light up? Which segments do we need to light up in order to make a 2? And if you're not sure, just take a look at the pinout diagram. Right, A, B, G, E, and D. So we light up A, light up B, and light up G, and then light up E, and light up D. So A, B, G, E, D. And if we press start simulation, we get ourselves a 2. All right, similarly, if we light up F, light up G, light up B. All right, if you're not sure, just press start. Oh, that's definitely not a 4. Okay, so we need to fix that. So take off E and take off D. Try again. All right. Oh, we need to take off the A as well. So now we want to light up the G. Did we do that? Oh no, we haven't. Okay, so we light that up. And one more, C. And that's it. Of course, this is not the best way to keep changing the numbers. I mean, you're not going to be spending all this time pulling out the wires to represent different numbers. So that brings us to the next part. Number sequences. First of all, before we start, ask yourself, what is a sequence? So ask yourself, what is a sequence? What does sequence mean? Right. Wow, I tell you, like, we really don't have much time. It's incredible. Yeah, a sequence is like an order in which something happens. Okay, so before we go any further, let's understand a sequence is an order in which something happens. Okay, let's move forward. So this is a YouTube video that I've created. So how do we notice the numbers are going in sequence. So we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 0, or from 0 all the way to 9. Sequence, yes, you are correct. Sequence is an order. You are absolutely correct. Okay. Yes, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is a sequence. Although with this we can only represent one digit. But yes, you are correct. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You are correct. Okay. So, oh, excuse me. So yes, okay, I'm back, guys. So you are absolutely correct about sequence. So this is the Arduino version. This is the Tinkercad version. If you take a look. So you can program and you can code in Tinkercad, same way you would do with Arduino. Yes. So exactly the same way. All right, let's go back to display 2. Now, because of time is extremely short, I've got to really push forward with this. So how do we get something to appear in a sequence? I'll just give you the right answer. We have to program it, okay? We have to program it. It's very nice to display the number, but we want to program this thing, okay? Which brings me to the assignment, okay? So what you're going to do for the assignment is you are going to create a number sequence. You are going to create a number sequence. And what you do is you click on here. All right, in fact, I don't think we need this now. We'll expand this. So what you do is you click on the link in the PowerPoint or in the Google slide. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use my school email address, the student email address for this. So I'm going to sign in with my Google, but I want to use my student account, not my teacher's account. All right, now what we do is go back to the assignment 3, click on the link for the Tinkercad circuit, and then down here it will say, so guys, do pay attention about this part, this is really important. Okay, in order to do this assignment, you press copy and tinker. All right, you press copy and tinker. And inside here, you'll have the full instructions about what you need to do. Sorry, I can't zoom in on this. It doesn't, oh, if I do that, it works. Okay. All the instructions are here. And how do you code? Well, it's simple. You go up to the top and you click this code right here. Okay, so if we wanted to, let's say, code the number 1, we'd, so A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, and DP is number 8. So if we were going to code the number 1, so B, all right, let's zoom in. B is 2, so we set that to high. C is 3, set that to high. And then we press the start simulation, and now we get a 1. Right? Okay, similarly, if you want to code another number, let's say the number 4, so E is high, and then G is high. Okay, if you're not sure, press start and see what it looks like. See, right now it's just a 1 going left and right. So we do need to fix that. So how do we do that? Let's see, A, B, C, D. Ooh, how do we do this? All right. Okay, bear with me for just a moment. I think we need that pin out. We need this pin out. Oopsie, oh gosh. There we go, all right. So, just real quick. Time is short, I understand. Time is very short. So, what we say, all right, we do a number, let's do another number. Let's do a number 3. So A, B, C, D. So A is high, B is high, C is high, D is high, and let's just run that. So we have a 1, and that's a 0, and that's not what we want. So if we want to make that a 3, we have to, what do we have to do? what do we have to do? We need to take off the F, take off the E, and we're done. So take off the F, take off the E, and let's... Okay, and then we want the G. So 7 has to be high. And now we have a 1, and now we have a 3. I would go ahead and make all the other numbers, but we're not going to have time in this video because time is very short. Okay, so what... Oh yes, and also, guys, please watch. If you want to create... Let's go up a bit. If you want to create a sequence with more than one number, you simply just right-click and you duplicate this. And then you can have all the other numbers, just like that. Okay, that's one number, that's the second number, that's the third number. And it's your job, you have to change what happens on each segment for each number. Okay, so if you want 9 numbers, you have to copy this 9 times. Okay, in any case, once that is done, once you've finished this assignment, you need to go back to your Tinkercad. All the instructions, there is a video, by the way, okay, if you just listen to this part, there is a video here. Okay, there is a set of videos here, 1, 2, and 3, that will show you exactly what you have to do. So if you're still confused about what I'm explaining now, don't worry, we do have some videos to help you, okay, in order to get this done. So what you'd need to do, as I said before, it's all explained in the videos. What you do is you get your device and you click. You have to make sure it's public so that the teacher can see it. And then what you do, you go inside. Okay, and then once you are in, you go back to share, invite people. Again, this is all in the tutorial videos. You copy the link, and then as a student, you go into Google Classroom and you submit the link. Make sure you submit it in the right place as well. So you want to go to the SJICT, go to classwork. You want to go to 7-segment display. Everything you need to know, everything you need to do is all there. Okay? Everything is there. Assignment number 3, which is this one. If you want the tutorial about how to do it, how to submit it, it is right here. 7-segment display, assignment 3. Click that link and watch all 3 videos. Okay? Watch all the videos. And then what you do is you hand in, I've already handed my work in, but what you do is you hand in your work there, you put the link in here, and then you submit it, and that's all you have to do. Okay, that, my friends, is pretty much all the time we have for today. So, have you guys got any questions whatsoever? Please, you can ask now, you can email them to me, or you can message me pretty much anytime. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for your time. I'm sorry, this doesn't look very good. So thank you so much, guys, for your time. Has anyone got any questions at this point? Please do bring them in. Okay, I think we are done. Right, let me just check a few of your comments just to be sure I'm not missing on missing anything. Okay, we're good. All right, thank you so much, guys, for all your time, and we'll see you again soon. So take care and see you soon, and goodbye.